Welcome to the Tatbels YouTube channel. This is my first video. Today we are in Guildford in Surrey, and I'm gonna be driving these two Mercedes back to back, doing a mini review. One is the 507 edition and one is the new C63S. So we're going to start with the 507 edition. So this is the naturally aspirated 6.2 litre V8. I'm going to walk you around the car and go around a few little bits on it, talk you about what it's got. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, because I will be wrong. We'll start with, so the bonnet. You know, it's got a very, very aggressive front end, this car. And it's got the bonnet from the Black Series. It's, if we go around to the side, so it's got the 19-inch forged alloys that's exclusive to the 507 edition. It's also got the carbon ceramic brakes from the Black Series, and it has got minus gas on them. Thank God for black nail polish. Going around, we've also got the decals down the side, which is exclusive to the 507 edition. It's got black trim, like black wing mirrors, which are important. Going back to the rear end, I've had this car wrapped by Yanamize. Everything else on the car is completely standard, but they've made it the satin grey. It's originally metallic black, which, you know, is a bit boring after a while, so changed it. So I've left the rear spoiler in black. I've also done the badging as well, in black as well. It's got quad pipes, which I think all C63s have. So now we're going to have a look at the interior. It's a bit basic, but you don't need anything more than that with this car, really. We'll start with the Alcantara steering wheel. Well, it's a very used Alcantara steering wheel, so it doesn't really look like Alcantara anymore, as well as the gear knob cover area. It says 6.3 litre V8, 6.2, and it says 507 edition on the dash bit, passenger side dash bit. That's about it, really. Now we are on to the new C63S Coupe. This car has, well, it's just look at it. That's the, you know, this is what we've all come here to see, really. It's black. Original color on this car is just metallic black. It was taken over to Topaz Detailing to have the satin paint protection film on it to give it this satin finish, as well as protect the paint, which is very important. The car, I'll walk you through it. The car has been spec'd with the night pack, black pack, one of those. The front wheels are 19s, the rears are 20. It's got red brake calipers, just like the 507 edition. So the rear wheels are 20 inch. It's got the silver rim all the way around and center lock wheel nuts. What is it?
Center locking wheel nuts.
The center locking wheel nuts, which just looks sick, let's be honest. Going back over to the rear, we've also left the rear spoiler in gloss. Oh, try not to fall over. And we've got the, again, quad pipes on the exhaust. Also, sorry, we've got the badging also done in black, and we've left the S, we've done the S in red to go with the brake calipers, which looks pretty rowdy, I feel. We'll go over to the interior now. So we will start with the Alcantara steering wheel, far less worn than the naturally aspirated version. It's newer, that's why. It's got the bucket seats, which really hold you in, which is great for a car like this, which is just completely out of control. More on that later. We've got the carbon interior pack, which just looks epic. I love it. And then it's also got this 360 camera, which is perfect for width restrictions in London and parking as close to the curb as possible. I'll show you that in a minute as well. We are now in the 507 edition. I'm going to talk you through a few things that I like and dislike about this car. So at the moment I'm in manual mode. It's got comfort, sport plus manual, and then race start for launch control. This car, you know what, I can't really fault it, to be fair, too much. So some of the things that I like about this car, well, to start off with, looks wise, there's nothing really that beats this car. Front end, it's so aggressive, made so with the Black Series bonnet. Another reason would be the engine. So this car is the last of the naturally aspirated V8s that Mercedes did. It's got the same engine as the SLS, just been fettled with a bit, different pistons, or the same pistons as the SLS. It's just one of those cars. It's a cult car. It's the last of the German muscle cars, I'd say, being naturally aspirated in a V8. It's just incredible. But then, the new bi-turbo version, which we'll go into next, it's come such a long way. But this is the kind of car that I would love to have and keep in my garage forever. Residuals are going up, which is great. Not that that's the reason why I've got it, but it's just an all-round epic car. So now we're in the C63S, and I just want to quickly demo the 360 camera. So it's just insane. This is incredible how you can literally just not drive into handicapped parking spaces, but how you can just see everything. It's just so good, so good. So I'm going to go over a couple things that I do like and a couple things that I dislike about the C63S. We'll start with the dislikes. There really isn't any. This car is just insane. You just can't. I can't fault it at all. There's nothing wrong with this car. Maybe it just doesn't look as aggressive as I think the 507 edition, but it doesn't really matter. Aesthetics, who cares? Because this car performs incredibly well. So this car is a bi-turbo V8. It produces 503 horsepower, although that's 507, 500, or 500. It changes between which news article you're reading. A couple things, like comparing it to the 507 edition, this car, there's no lag. I mean, this car you upshift so quickly, downshifts even quicker. There's no delays at all. Fuel consumption, this car is so much better than the 507 edition. It's just, you can probably get about 250 miles to the tank in this one with, that's just being an idiot most of the time. Daily sort of use. I am now daily in this car, as the 507 edition is for sale. So this car is, comparing it back to back, this one is just insane. Going back to comparing this to the 507 edition, the steering wheel on the C63S is far more, it's wider. It feels like I feel a much more like a better seating position in this car. Visibility is all great. Rear end not as good as the 507 edition. I think it's got a bigger rear windscreen. The car sounds so much better. Yes, it's the S, so I think it's got sports exhaust standard, so I don't know, I think maybe the normal C63s don't sound as aggressive. The majority of the people that ask if this car has got an aftermarket exhaust is ridiculous. It is so loud, it just pops, crackles all the time, even just doing 20. It's just constantly crackling and popping when you're in Sport Plus. So we've now been out in both cars, both the 507 edition and the C63S. Swap those around. I've talked about what I do like and dislike on both cars. To be honest, to summarise it all, I would keep the C63S, keep it as a daily driver, enjoy it on the weekends. 507 edition unfortunately is going, but I'm not too upset about it. That car, if I could, I'd keep it in my garage forever because it's just epic, but unfortunately it's one or the other, and that's the one that's staying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Tatbels. Also go over to my Instagram, not subscribe, follow me over there, and please leave in the comments any sort of thoughts, feelings, and let me know where I got everything wrong. Cheers!